Okay, so now because we have two people from outside India, Dr. Anjani and Mr. Emmanuel. So Emmanuel is from Italy and Dr. Anjani is from UK. So I have a question for both of you. First, obviously, I'm going to ask about from acceptance and inclusion in your country, how it is, whether it is being accepted, kids are being accepted, because in India we are way behind this. Ideally, a normal school should have an facility where kids can go directly. It's an inclusive school kind of setup, rather than coming up with branches of the blessed ones that we are doing. So tell us about your experience in UK and your experience in Italy. But Dr. Anjani, I have one more question that I want you to tell to the audience here. There is a huge difference between disorder and disease. Disease can be cured. Disorder can be maintained or regulated, but it can never be cured. So you want to listen from the doctor, listen for the doctor, because a lot of parents are running behind medicine, quick work around that how I'm going to fix autism and so on. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Amitabh and Amitesh. First of all, may I congratulate you for the outstanding performance.
Thank you.
शायरी से शुरू हुई थी, सकून दिल के लिए कुछ तो एहतराम करूं, कुछ आपसे नज़र मिले तो जाके सलाम करूं। मुझे तो होश नहीं, अब आप मशवरा दो, कहाँ से शुरू करें और कहाँ तमाम करूं। This issue, learning difficulty, as you said, the two terminology, one is learning difficulty and one is learning disability, which you briefly mentioned. Learning disability वो है जो is consequence of certain disease और pregnancy related हो या कोई दवा चली हो जब माँ बच्चे को पैदा करने के process में है या कोई बीमारी हो जैसे meningococcal meningitis हो या कोई RH incompatibility हो. So what the point is, that is a disability. But learning difficulty is a complete different subject. And if you see learning difficulty, if you see the landscape of the creative world, learning difficulty के लोग इतने creative होते हैं because they face challenge and they overcome their challenge through their resilience and through their hard work and through their determinations. If you see Picasso, he had learning difficulty. John Lennon, he had a learning difficulty too. So examples are many. But when I compare your performance here, I have learned a lot of things through you, through your organizations today, and I'll try to incorporate certain things in my home, which I run in Midlands, Birmingham. But their model is very different. Their model is purely supported by government and social services, unlike here. There is a huge fund available for these type of children as well. However, activity that you displayed here today, I think I'll try to copy those activity in and I'll ask my staff to see and to incorporate those things.
Thank you, sir. What will do? I'll patent it now. So जब आप use करोगे ना, तो every time you have to pay me for this, correct? I'm going to use that fund to support.
वो तो तुम्हारे ऊपर छोड़ देंगे. Okay. Now, coming to this function, I haven't got words to describe how well you have done, and this is a great source of inspiration to many people who are involved. You rightly said it is not only the child. The victim are not victim, child is a child, but their parents' cooperation is wonderful. I have seen one mother who was coming regularly to support her son who was performing. See, that sort of interaction between child and mother is a great bonus because you have to see child's growth. And you have to identify उस child के talent क्या है. Yep. अगर उसके talent पता चले, this is why early diagnosis is important. और वो उस टैलेंट को अगर हम पता लगाते हैं, then whole effort should be to uncover those, to improve those talents so that the child can perform well. हमारे होम में एक I recall one that was a child, very वहाँ पर 3 कैटेगरी के होते हैं. Briefly I'll mention that mild, moderate and severe. Severe को वहाँ कहा जाता है challenging behavior, which is a very difficult to organize. But we deal with mild, moderate ones. Say for example, आज के डाउन सिंड्रोम के जो बेबी होते हैं, जिसको डाउन सिंड्रोम होते हैं, you all know that they love music. Their creative art is fantastic. So if they are picked up early, then they can be channelized in future too, and they can be wonderful asset. अब जो पहले longevity कम था, लेकिन अब तो they grow 50, 60, 70 as well. So in my case, in my experience, one of the child, which we trained them, not we, means through the supporting system, he became a good violin player. Wonderful. Even if you see 1 or 2 success stories like this, it fulfills your heart, it fulfills your living. Living, if you have found a meanings to your life, I think that's very fulfilling. So based on all these things, I only can salute you. And I only said early in the शायरी से शुरू हुई थी कि जाके नज़र मिले तो जाके अमिताभ जी और तुमसे जाके सलाम कर लें, and Colonel साहब and all of you. I salute all of you and I wish you well, and I'm sure you will go from strength to strength. Thank you very much.
Thank you.